Hi, I'm Tim Williams. I'm lead trial attorney here at the firm. In this video segment, I'd like to talk about osteoarthritis, specifically what it is, what it looks like, and how it might impact your claim. So here we have a diagram of the knee, and this one is actually a diagram of the left knee. And what we're looking at now is the front of the knee itself. We can rotate this around, look at the side of the knee, the back of the knee, and all the way back down to the front. What we do for the purpose of this discussion is we're going to remove a lot of the tissue and get down to the structure of the knee itself, the interior of the knee. So you can see that here's your kneecap. We have some tendons on the side. We have some tendons that are actually inside and between. We have this structure here which provides cushion for the knee. And within the knee itself, there's some nice gliding surfaces. This is a nice healthy knee here. And those gliding surfaces, they're kind of like Teflon. It allows the knee to move, to bend, and not experience pain because they're nice and smooth. And this structure here, it's called the meniscus. It provides some cushion, so when you walk and you're getting this motion, your knee isn't impacting bone on bone. It's actually providing some cushion to, again, one, protect those smooth gliding surfaces, but two, also prevent any pain with walking. So what we'll do is we're going to look at this video here that's going to describe what osteoarthritis is, or OA, as some doctors might refer to it. So again, we have this nice, healthy knee. You see the nice gliding surfaces there. This is a younger person's knee. Our osteoarthritis tends to be a degenerative condition. It's something that some of us are prone to. It becomes worse over time. There's arthritic changes within the knee, and we're going to see some of those changes here in a second. So now we're looking back to the front of the knee, to the side. Again, that's the meniscus there. And this is bending the knee, so this is the bottom of your foot's coming up towards your buttock and now extending back down towards the floor. So it's nice and smooth the way the knee is designed. Now what happens as we get older, and sometimes we develop these arthritic conditions, is that cartilage or that smooth Teflon type surface can start to decay, it can crack, it can degrade, it can thin, and it allows some of the bone underneath to become the active gliding surface, which is, as you can imagine, isn't all that pleasant. So you can also see some desiccation or drying out or thinning of the cartilage there, or the meniscus, excuse me. That's that cushion material within the knee itself. And as we progress in this condition, it gets worse and worse. You can see most now of the cartilage, that Teflon type material, is now gone underneath. You can see there's still big cracks and holes in it up top. And in addition to that, well, what that does is you can see there when you move now, that smooth gliding surface is no longer providing the glide. So you're getting bone on gliding surface or bone on bone action, and it can be painful, as indicated with the red. In addition to that, a lot of people, as a part of this condition, develop what are called bone spurs or osteophytes. And so you're going to see some spurring occurring here as this video progresses, and it's going to create, rather than a nice smooth, two edges of smooth bone to glide against, you have rough edges, and so it's going to create some friction there, as the diagram will show you. So we see the osteophytes, the bone spurs. It's now rough. You don't get that nice smooth glide, and that can cause pain. So the arthritic conditions, as we just saw, become important in many different ways through the claims process. Insurance companies tend to latch on to that condition and argue that they're not required to pay anything on behalf of the injured client because they have this underlying condition, and that any treatment that the doctors ordered or the physical therapy had performed was to address this underlying osteoarthritic condition, as opposed to what they call acute injuries from the crash. Usually we see these in automobile cases, these types of injuries. So what becomes important, however, is the fact that under Oregon law, a person can have a condition such as this, not have any symptoms whatsoever, which is not unusual, but have a condition such as this, a condition that lends them to be more susceptible to developing injury through an accident, for example. And they become injured because of that condition. So the condition made it more susceptible to injury, and they're now injured because of that. Under Oregon law, that person is still entitled to recovery, irrespective of the fact they had this underlying condition. It's called the prior infirm condition rule in Oregon. Secondarily, a person can have an arthritic condition such as we saw and have some level of symptoms. But because of the negligence of another person, say a car crash or a bad sidewalk, bad stairs, I mean, you name it. Whatever the injury inciting event is, causes that level of pain and discomfort to become much worse, that person is entitled to recover for the difference in that worsening. So the difference in the pain level, including any treatment necessary to address that worsened pain level up to and including surgery. So it's very important you have a lawyer that knows the rules surrounding these types of conditions, because once a person has a condition such as this, and the insurance carrier becomes knowledgeable of that, that is the first chance they have, and they generally jump on it to try to get out of the case, try to get out of the claim, avoid paying the compensation that person's otherwise entitled to.
If you've been injured and need help, Dwyer Williams Charkoss Attorneys will get you the settlement you deserve. Experience gets results.